Oh yeah. I mean, I was trying to add up the other day how much I spend on fantasy, and I'm in 2 fantasy regular season football pools, a playoff pool, a regular season hockey pool, and a playoff hockey pool, 5 at 100. I don't bet on sports, so to me, $500 is, and I've already made back 400. So, I'm out 100 right now, as long as, if nothing changes.
For me, it was a lot more than a hobby. I think hobby is just something that fills your spare time, whereas this took over my spare time. I would do it constantly, get out of homework by doing it, and just procrastinate overall just by playing fantasy sports.
Yeah, it is more than just fun, and I do get wrapped up. In all honesty, I spent last winter in Australia, and it was kind of tough for me because the time change. It's hard to watch I had to wake up at about 3 a.m. to watch football, so I was waking up at 3 a.m.
live.
Yeah, of course. I can't watch a game that's already been played, right? So I would wake up at like 3 a.m. and watch 8 hours of football, and it was kind of like. It's a bit aggressive, obviously, but like that's how much I enjoy, the sport and just fantasy football and everything like that. It's more watching the games. Like I just love watching the games.
Maybe just actually don't take it so seriously sometimes. Just because it's for fun, right? At the end of the day, when you do have money involved and stuff like that, it's competitive. Then sometimes you can lose track of having fun of it a little bit, and it seems like a job almost. I mean, yeah, if I'm on it every day when it's going on, I'd say, yeah, I'm addicted just because, and it's so, like the NFL, it's so easy. Well, and hockey too, right? It's just, you're always trying to improve. If you're not addicted, you're usually not successful unless you're lucky, right? So if you want to be successful at fantasy sports, you kind of have to be addicted. It's like anything else, right? The more time you put in it. That said, sometimes you put in too much time and your brain's just going all kinds of different directions and you're second guessing everything you do, so.
I'd say, honestly, yeah, I'm addicted, of course. Like, it's part of my daily life. Like, I would be paying attention to sports daily regardless. So this just adds another layer to it where, I mean, honestly, maybe fantasy sports I'm not addicted to. I'm addicted to sports.
Just because I got very competitive, so I had to win. So the only way to win is to be constantly on it in my head. So that's why I was essentially addicted.
I don't think I'm addicted because, life goes on in the summer when football's over and hockey's over. It's not like I sit in my basement, balled up in the corner crying for fantasy when's football starting. It is what it is. It's just it's a fun thing to do for few months of the year.
I think it depends on how you finished. If I won, I'm relieved that everything I did, all the work I put in, all the time, all the mental anguish, yelling at my TV and stuff like that, it's all kind of paid off. And it's like, hey, I won. Oh, like now I can, talk trash all the rest through summer and into next year. And then next season, it's like the champ is here kind of thing, right? So I'm kind of relieved if I win. If I lose, then I'm sad because I didn't win. Again, I'm hyper competitive, so if I don't win, then it's like, well, it almost feels like it's a bit of a waste, wasted time and wasted effort and all that kind of stuff. So.
Oh, sad. It's like someone in my family died. Yeah, there's no relief at all. No. It's just like, well, what do I do now? Like, what am I going to do on Sunday is my biggest fear, right? And so it's not really a fear, but it's a concern. How am I going to fill this void, right?
Oh man, probably both. I know it's kind of a cop-out answer, but when it's over, you are kind of sad. You're like, oh, what am I going to do now? Like, I got to wait all next year, and you just think like, what am I going to do with my time, right? But I'm also relieved too because, like I said, like for myself, I do kind of addicted to it where I'm daily. So it's kind of nice to like have that break and actually like a lot of times people like they just don't have time. They'll be like, I don't have time to set my lineups, or like it's kind of a relief when it is over. you know. But no, I'd prefer like fantasy football year round if I could, right? So.